I can never say it, can I? Just lose the plot. It's all right, there we are. Let's bring that down so you can see what's going on. We've got plates, we got this. Okay, let's do streams. Let's get this all on, up and running. Let me take my shoes off. Oh, yes. It's a bit like when you take your bra off, isn't it? Right then, let's see. I bet you're all out enjoying the sunshine. I wouldn't blame you if you are, if I'm honest with you. Let me pull my sock up. I've lost my sock. Oh, hello, Rach. You all right, my sweet? Annette, hiya, my sweetie. How are you? Let me know you can hear me. Let me just get me my thing on. Let's get that on and dusted and sorted, and let's bring that around here so I can get me my screen on. There we go. All right then, let's have a look. Let's see if it's saying if I'm live or not. Oh yeah, hello, I'm live. All right, let's have a look. Right, evening. Yo, you can hear me. Good, I'm glad you're all right. We got a bit of sunshine in the, well, sort of sunshine-ish. Nice weather. I'll say it that way. A bit of nice weather. Right, I'm just rearranging the place. Moira, hi. All right. Hello. I love it, you lot. Let's have a look who's on. Cindy, hi. Yvonne, Vicky, Bernie, hi. Susan, hi. Hopefully you're all well and have enjoyed the nice weather in the UK. If you're not in the UK, where are you and what's your weather like? Hopefully you've had a fabulous day. Right, so today, what are we on? Are we all right for time? I'm 2 minutes early. Goodness me, I'm on it today. Elaine, hi. I've got bits and bobs here. Yep, that'll do. Right then, so let's have a look so you can see. So. I made the tags, then I decided to make a card, then I made a little booklet. So I'm going to play around with all this today. I've done a bit of fussy cutting. Hi, Ruth. Look at me. Doreen, hi. Marion, hi. I've been fussy cutting. That gives you a hint of what stamp set I'm using. The chrysanthemums. Got an air of escape. Fair enough, Laurie. Fair enough. Grey day. Oh, hi, Marie. Chris, hi. So I'm doing chrysanthemums today. And that's on the pink frog. I've cut out some leaves and some pretties. Hello, Kim. Hello. Oh, dear me. Oh, double bubble. I don't know. I'm double vision on Kim's. You're on both. I love the fact that you go on both, whether it's for the chatter, the banter, the screen, or whatever it is. It'll be interesting to see if you're on both, what the delay is. Annetta, hi. Brilliant. Everyone saying hello to everybody. Hello. So, yeah, so this little thing here, really easy to do. I've done a bit of a belly band, and I've done it a bit tight, to be honest. But it's got a little pad inside it. So, a nice little Christmas, Easter, Christmas, birthday, all them sort of little gifty things. But, yeah, little belly band on there. I will put it back on. See how nice I am. Look at this. Crikey. Just proving that I made it, I know my errors here. When you learn as you go along, I learned with this one, trust me. So let me just push that down so it don't kill me flowers. So yeah. And how pretty does that look? That'd be a nice little gift. So the gift tags are love, which were like a 2-second job. We're going to do some more. Hello, Debs. Love it. And then this card's gorgeous. I think I'm just going to keep this. Hi, Susan. And then I've got a lovely little insert in it. But the card I'm going to make today is a smaller card, but I'm going to use some rice paper in it as well. And maybe, I don't know whether to do rice paper or just a paper insert. And I think it makes it look a bit posh and swanky. A bit like a Marks and Spencer's card. You know what I mean? Hi, Mum. Mum's on. Bless her. Cheryl, hi. So, yeah. So, that's the card. I made the envelope. So, that was custom made, as you can tell. Yeah, just out of a piece of a card. And I'm doing the same again. So, I'm going to make the card. I'm making the envelope. Obviously, I'm going to make the tag and we're going to make a booklet. So is everybody up for it, yeah? Now, if you want me to give, I will give you sort of rough dimensions as I go. I found everything either through Sissics or through screenshots on Google. I'll be honest with you now. But as things progress and things change on the website, things are going to be added and, let's play around. Now, I have been chosen a colour. I was having a conversation with a lovely lady earlier on, and she chose the colour purple. Because I said, oh, I am loving the green, by the way. Behind on Facebook, thanks Elaine, just so I know. Appreciate that one. Bam, bam, bam. Diddly doo-dah. Hi, Sarah. So today's colour is purple, and it was chosen. So this is perfect purple. Now, when I've put this down, I did a sample somewhere because I wanted to see what the colours were. I've got Mum's Big Shot out. So basically, God help me, I've been playing with all sorts of nonsense as you do. But it's more of a blue than a purple. So maybe this perfect purple is more of a blue. But I mean, the blue is a blue, but it's a bit of a weird one. But I'll play around anyway. But so purple on here, I have used some of the Cosmic Shimmer. I don't know if you can see that, but yeah, again, I've been messing around. Oh, I've done a bit of fussy cutting. There's a bit more. We might use them. They're also Pink Frog. Let me see. Hi Eva. They're Pink Frog. They're Pink Frog. And I've done them with Shady Lane. So you know, I've got the Big Shot out. Mum knows I've kidnapped it, but there's like you know when you've got loads of gadgets and you think to yourself, oh, let's start playing. That's what I've been doing. It's about time, you know, when you keep your stuff and you think, oh, I'm going to do this and I've got that to do that. It's time to start doing it. You know, I said we've all got stuff that we buy and we just put it away. A bit like our stamps. I've done the same. Mum's done the same. So I looked in the, I call it the basket of doing. I've got this basket box with loads of dies in. And I found all these lovely things. Look at this. These are also Pink Frog stamps, the sunflower ones. But I mean, look at that. How cool is this? I'll just show the guys on the Book of Faces in the group. Look at that. How good are them? Fabulous little inserts, ain't they? And then I made a little thingy-mabobby there. Pocket. You know, I ain't familiar with all the fancy words, you know. But it just shows that a bit of paper, the right paper, because this is just Pink Frog Super Smooth. And look at that. Perfect, huh? So, hi Nettie, I've got a grateful. Listen, Rach, we've all got craft rooms full of stuff we don't use. That's why we're crafters. And if your mum's also as bad, my mum's got stuff that, goodness me, I don't think she even knows what she's got. But anyway, so we're going to have a play. And I'm going to show you how to make this lovely little booklet with a little booklet in there, like a little, I don't know, is it like a little pad? And I think, I'll show you. So we're going to do thumbs up from everyone. Yeah, please put a thumbs up on the videos if you would. That would really help. So we're going to do a nice, easy tag. Really easy. We're going to make a nice card. I'm not going to do it this big because we've got a tag, we've got a card, and we've got a booklet to make tonight. And I don't want to be here till midnight. Okay. So we're going to put a nice insert in, but I'm going to do a different insert. I'm still reckon that's like some posh Marks and Spencer's job there. It's all over 5-6 quid easy, if not more. What do you reckon? So that's quite a large landscape. Hi, Sarah. Anyway, so we digress. Let's shift things out the way. I'm going to start with a tag first. Done the thumbs up. Fabulous. So I've just put a simple belly band on. Got a box of dies, now a box of stamps. Honestly, before you know it, you'll have 3 boxes. Then you'll have a cupboard full. Then the cupboard goes into something else. Yeah. So obviously I've done a bit of fussy cutting. Dare to dream. And then on here, I'm just trying to do it as an angle. I've just done a bit of fussy cutting, put the main one on, and then I just, you know, played around with the water. You know what I'm like. Now, this pad, I'll show it you, is, I brought this from Poundland, if I'm honest. I haven't made this one. I do like to make them, though. Saves me spending a pound in Poundland. Because you have to hunt for things for a pound in Poundland. Hi, Jackie. Hi, Lynn. Hi, Luz. Suzanne. Michelle. Hope you're all well. So yeah, so I've done like what I thought was the right sort of size, ripped it off, and then thought, yeah, look at that fits really nice. So, you know, we can put a little pen holder there, you know, do 2 little slots and then put a pen in. And look at that, that's a lovely gift for somebody over Easter, isn't it? So let me put the belly band on, and I know that this is where I've done a little bit of an error here, because I haven't done this in a long time, and I've done it a little bit tight. So my next one will be a little bit looser. So I'm just going to push that down as we've got. So they're on the foam mount. So anything I'm using tonight is going to be Pink Frog. So that goes to any foam pads, any tape, the glue, the card. Let me move out the pound thing because that's not, obviously. But yeah, anything else is going to be Pink Frog. Hey, you. And it's that lady's fault there, my big sis, that I'm starting to make blinking big shot things. Eh? Mom had a big shot in the shed, sis. That's all I'm going to say. It's come out to play. Right then, let's whack these out the way. So this is what we're doing. Right, I have got a bench. Well, I say a bench. I've got bits out the way. So let me start by, I think I've already put the tags out, didn't I? Yes, I did. Okay. Tags. Now, I've put the tags through. Yes, who you? Now, don't come the angel nonsense with me. It doesn't wash anymore. Delivery, it's on it. Prepared for smooshing. Fabulous. Okay, so I got some of the Sis6 Tim Holtz tags. So I've put them through, and this is Pink Frog Super Smooth card. Perfecto for this. Cut lovely. You know, I just forget what's in the shed, you know. It's like a bit of a mad one. So hi Marie, hi Chris, Sarah, everybody. Yes, I've said hello to everybody. You want to laugh? Yes. And you know your journal of this beautiful journal. This was absolutely fabulous. I'll put it back over there. So I made that at the workshop because Amanda inspired me. My mum has now decided to be a journal junkie. So I've scoured eBay. I'll say it out loud. I scoured eBay, and £30 instead of 50 or 50 odd pound for that journaly thing. The yeah, you know what I mean, sis. So yeah, I brought it, bargain. So anyway, so I've got some things over there. So you lot, I don't think you can see, but I've done my fussy cutting. So I've done the chrysanthemums, as you do. So maybe. Right, let's do the colours first. I need to see where colour. You know me, I need to get it out of my system. So I'm going to use this pad. We can just have a live on the journal. Yeah, definitely. We'll definitely do lives on journals. Love it. Now, this is Art Inspirations Perfect Purple. Like I say, it's a bit too blue for me. So I'm going to use Plum Pie with Inkology, which I love. So, and this, I mean, there's such a difference in what people see as purples, and it's really interesting. Hi, Barbara. Lynn, Jackie, hi. Over this way. So that's hellos over there. I'm going to put a bit of water to this. Oh, I ain't done clean water. Oh, God, I'm telling you, honestly. So, I don't know if you can see that, but that's more of a bluey purple, and then you got a purpley purple. I don't know. I've sprayed it to death already, so I'm just going to do a bit of smooshing on this one, I think. Look at that. But, I don't know. Do you see what I mean about that bluey purple? I do like it, though. Steve's calling. Right, love ya. Bye. Say hi to Steve. Big hugs for Maggie Moo. There we go. Blueberries and raspberries, indeed. Let me just let's wiggle it off. So Sis is off to do a phone call. Bless her. Catch you soon. Love ya. Okay, so I quite like the look of that, to be fair. Something different, isn't it? It's a nice effect. So there we go. People in the group. Now, you could quite easily, let me just get one of these. So this is just a chrysanthemum head. And you could, I mean, look how effective that is. Look at that, done, dusted, tickety-boo. Oh, there you go. Can you guys see that all right, yeah? So I'm going to get a foam pad. And as simple as that is, I'm not even going to add anything to that. That's it, done. Look how easy that tag is. 2 seconds smoosh, done. Yeah. Pink Frog, super smooth, diddly-doo-dah. Let me get one of these funky stickers. Right, okay, let me hunt through the abyss. Okay, so these are Pink Frog. Now, I must admit, they've got it really user-friendly stuff. You know, and I'm not just saying it. Well, I can, because I can say it, but there you go. I'm going to put 2 on this, because I'm greedy. I've got rolls of the damn things. I think it feels like the roll's going to go on forever, but I know it won't. And I know there's going to be a day when I go, oh my gosh, I've used them all. At this present moment in time, I'm thinking, yeah, really? But it's good. So that's the foam pads. For any of you who are thinking, oh, what stamps are we using, Lise? I'm using the chrysanthemum stamps. And that's that one there. So I've done a bit of fussy cutting earlier. And that's Pink Frog. Goes directly onto the website. Now, what I will tell you is, while I'm peeling these off, They have got an absolute load of 2-for-1 offers at the minute. So if you're and ahhing, and go and get them. Okay, quite simple, really. Flipping bargain. There you go. Look at that. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. And to me, that's effective as it is. Now, realistically, the only thing I'd probably say, and here I go, get the bleach out before we start anything. All right. Just a little spottle. Nothing major. Let me just get an old brush. I'll use that one, I think. Oh, no, I want a fan brush. Somebody's at the door. Oh, hello. Right, there you go. How the diddling are you?
Only me.
Dave's just popped in.
Popping back out.
And he's popping out. There we go.
Ta-da.
Ta-da. Bless him. Okay, so that's that bit done. Watch your Dave. Honestly. These Leicester folk get everywhere. Honestly. Bless his cotton socks and all that. Let me just rinse that brush out. Because that is, I mean, I'll say it's a new brush. It feels like it's falling apart. It must be a cheapy one. But it's okay. I'll live. I need to put the lid on that one. So, bleach. Fabulous. Now, let's give a lovely spottled effect now. Can you just see that? That, to me, that's done now. I like that now. I didn't not like it. Croissant firm peony. Yes, I've got the peony as well, Sarah. But tonight, I decided we'll be doing this one. So there you go. I mean, if you wanted to pop a sentiment on, you can do. There's plenty of sentiments that you can buy and stick on, or you can make your own. We might look at that if I've got time later. But that's the start of the colour theme that we're using today on the card and on the booklet. Okay, so there you go, people of the YouTube group. Please pop your family and friends in there. You have got the April. There's only 2. I've had to put one in because somebody couldn't put the card in. However, get your mics in there. Don't be shy. There is a bag full of stuff. I mean, crumbs. It's going to cost me a fortune to send it out. Let's put it like that. Right, let me get the next bit. In fact, actually, I'm that impressed with this. I just want to play around with this ink a little bit more. Hold on, people. Let me just go like that and like that. Oh, yeah. Okay, well, like that one. Another tag. I might as well. Well, I've got 2 tags there and 2 little bits. Let me just get rid of that a minute. Let me just pick that up and move that ink around. I like to move the ink around when I've got a blob because I like to get the blob to move so it gives a different look. Can I ask a question? Yeah. Is pure blending solution for alcohol the same as alcohol blending solution? Marie, that's an interesting one. I don't use alcohol inks. So if Amanda comes back on, she'll be the one to ask unless anybody else can answer that question. So the question is, if anybody can answer this, I'm just going to shout it out loud. Pure blending solution, alcohol ink, the same as alcohol blending solution? Or is it specifically just for pure alcohol inks? Remind us of the challenge. The challenge is you need 3 different stamps on a card. Quite simple, really. Very simple, actually. You know, we'll just go with it. I'm just going to actually start. Hi, sorry, I disappeared. But that's all right, Karen. Hi, hope everybody's well. Love you lots and all the rest of it, as you do. Now, in this pink frog set, we've got some little ladybugs. And you know something? I'm going to put the big one on. I'm going to bleach it out. Well, why not, eh? Why not? Starters we mean to go on. Let's play. I'm going to do it in black because they have little black dots on them. Hi, Dawn. Can the stamps be any brand? Yes, they can. That's the whole reason for the mashup group that I've done. Any brand. So, you know, hopefully you'll use some of my brand. But you can do Lavinia. You can do Sweet Poppy. You can do Nice Crafting. You can do Crafty Individuals. You can do Pink Frog. You can do Funky Fossil. You can do Tracy Evans. All on one piece of paper. Oh, gosh, it just overfills me with joy. Hence the mashup, indeed. Mash it up. Right then, so I'm going to put this little creepy crawler. Oh, I want him to go that way, actually. Yeah, let's do it like that. Yeah, let's do it like that. Why not? Let's have a look. Oh, it's cute. Okay, so this is also off Pink Frog. Blender slow works, depends on, it's like with, I lost that then. There we go. Somebody's put an answer in, Marie. It just went flicking before my eyes. I'm sorry, I just didn't have the chance to read it. I would use yours when they arrive. Perfect. Unfortunately, and I didn't realise this was going to happen, but we're already nearly sold out on the second batch, and it's been a bit of a journey, if I'm honest. So the second batch should be here it should be here is it next week? Hopefully, I think it's next week. If you want any, I'd pre-order them, because we've had a large order from overseas, and that has nearly killed all the stock. So I can't say it enough. Please pre-order if you want certain stamps, because I can't reserve any. I can't keep you any. They're on a website. It's nothing to do with me. So I'm just letting you know quite straight, as you do, that if you want any of my lovely stamps, pre-order is going to be the safest and quickest way that you know you're going to get them. Simple as that. Right then, so we've got some funky little ladybooks. My first got lost. Yes, we know, Ruth. They did indeed. Soon as they come though, they'll be sent back out, my dear. It's all right. Okay, right, so let me get a brush. I'm going to use this one. I'm just going to bleach out this little bit here. Let's just get this on here. Let's have a look. Now, I'm not too worried whether it overgoes the line. That's amazing. I know, I'm quite overwhelmed with the support from you guys, so thank you. And that's why there's going to be newsletters coming up, and there's going to be some some amazing little discounts. That's all I'll say. And talking of discounts, Pink Frog, get yourself over there. They have got some amazing buy one get one frees on Super Smooth the watercolor card, and some of those beautiful is it the grey boards? I need some, plain and simple. Just get them before I do. You know, I would definitely. But yeah, if anybody from Pink Frog's about, please whack all your codes on and your links on and everything else. So I'm liking that. I might actually have to just put a bit of red in though, just to you gotta have red on a ladybug, ain't you? Sorry, hold on. Going a little bit off tangent here, but you're used to me now. You know I'm going to do this occasionally and stuff. So there we go. Right, hi Carol, Fee, hi, Rosa, hi, Astril, hi. Who else have we got? Oh, everybody's doing well over there. Glad you're all well. Right, let me just. I'm not doing anything that's like, oh. All I'm doing is just literally. I just need a bit of red on these little ladybugs. And what I've got to watch is now my bleach is going to bleach them out, which is, at least I know the bleach is there. So I've got 2 layers on that, and you'll watch this disappear. Where do you get the plain paper from? It will be on the website very soon, my sweet. Just bear with while we're just getting the stock in. Maybe a little, yeah, they will do. I've just got to let the bleach settle first, and then I'll re-red them. Then I'll put a little bit of them, some gloss and stuff on. So we got 2 totally different little funky monkeys. So there's your 2 tags. So I'm going to put them over here a minute. We will come back to that. Right, so, okay, envelope, card. Let me have a look what we got here. We need that. Yeah, okay. So next, I've got to watch this now, because I'm going to need that. So envelope I've pre-scored. So let me just show you the contraption I used. Oh, there we go. So I used one of the envelope punch boards. If you've got a pre-made one, then even better, isn't it? You know, but I like to make my own. Again, it's one of them I can add designs on, as you can do with a plain piece of paper. But I'll tell you exactly what I used, because this stuff's flipping amazing. So this is the Pink Frog 160 GSM Super Paper. Paper is the key. So you get 200 in this. This is a flipping amazing stuff. I can do envelopes on this. I can do paper inserts on it. And I can do, you know, all them fancy little sheets what you bend and cut and diddly-doo-dah. They're brilliant. So, highly recommend that. But I've done it on here. So, let me first of all, let me put my card over there. So, the card I've done is a piece of A5. Yeah. Let me get me a little bit. So, a piece of A5. Scored it in half. And then I've got a piece of watercolour card. Hi, Lise. Hi, Dawn. And then I've just took that off. This is watercolour card. A6, and then I've just took a centimetre off each side, just so it literally is matte and laid when I put on. I've got an envelope punch if I could find it. You see, this is the thing. You know, when I've been sorting out the big shot, I got this blinking contraption, right? And then I got these contraptions. So I've got my gift bag, and then I've got a pockety thing. So I've been playing. So this is what happens when you start buying things and you just think, oh, I brought that. Oh, I'll do something with that. It's time to start playing with these things. And that's exactly what we're doing. Now, I'm going to sort out the card face first. Right, so I'll put that in there, put that over there. I've got the card face and I've got the envelopes. Now, I am going to, bear with me, I'm going to put that over there. Right, let me get the stamps. Now, this is a beautiful set. Chrysanthemums, you've got a stalk with a lovely budding just opening. This one's gorgeous. That one's got the leaf. You've got additional leaves. You've got the ladybooks, 3 ladybooks. Wishing you a fabulous day. Wishes, happy birthday. Filled with happy hours. Is that happy hours? Yeah. And special moments. That's nice. Okay. So that's what's on the board, Miss Ford. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I think 12's a number with these guys. They usually have at least a good 12 plus stamps on that. So it's value for money as well. So I am going to, on this card one, I'm going to do the one with the leaf. So that's going to be the envelope. So this is going to be the front of my envelope. So I'm going to print that first. And then, there we go. This is ever such a delicate stamp. When you look at it, you think, oh, it's going to be quite harsh, but it isn't. And it's very calming. Right, so here we go. Give it a slap. Normally, I'm just going to push it down as you do. So, oh, I've got the hiccups. Now, normally I'll do black. On this one, I'm going to do purple. Why ever not? Let's have a look how desperately. What we got? Monarch. There we go. So, Versa. You know it makes sense. Let's see. We're going proper purpley. Why not? You see, we've all got these colours, and I always use black, just so you guys can see it. But you know, I think tonight I'm going to be a little bit different. Now, I've got to watch it out physically. You know, I don't know what I'm doing here. Hold on a minute. I'm going to move that over there a sec, and I'm going to stamp over here. I am slightly out of the way, so I do apologise. I am actually stamping. Promise. And I'm going to do a bit going over the envelope and a bit. Yeah, I'm going to move it there. That's quite nice. Okay, you guys can't see it on Facebook, however, neither can YouTube either. So you're both being treated the same. No favouritism. Love it. So what I've done there is I've offset the print. So even though you can see how, I mean, just look at that delicate lines on that. But when it comes for me actually folding it over, yeah. So let me just, you can score and burnish, you know, all that fanciness. You can do all that. It's great, isn't it? Score and burnish, yeah, and all diddly doodahs and all that, yeah. That, there we go. Now, I do like to just tickle that over, as you do. And then do it the other way. And then I want to just put that there. Yep, that looks good to me. Now I'm going to get my glue. So this is Pink Frog glue. And I must admit, it's good. So I've been using this for a bit now. You know, I used to use a different product. And I found it okay. Can't say that I found any fault with it at all. However, I do actually like this new one. So I'm just going to run a little bit of glue just down the edge, and it's great with this lovely little tool. I just feel all like yay. And I'm just going to do a little bit down there, as you do. Feeling all like special now and everything. And hopefully, and it doesn't take long to tack either. And this is what I like, because you know when you're doing products and you think to yourself, oh, is it going to pop open halfway through? Look at that, it's already held. And you've seen how quick that is, yeah? So, there we go. Should have done the other corner, but it doesn't matter. It's all good. This is Lisa's way. Right, hi Jen. So we've got that on there. Now, as you can see, envelope there. So mind you, I suppose we could. Do you know something? I'll tell you what. Let's play around with that. So if you realistically think about it, I've just stamped it upside down, and most of you would go, "Oh, sugar my timbers, let's throw it away." But it's okay, because I'll tell you what, let me get the ink. Let me show you what I'm going to do. I'm not going to throw it away. I'm not going to cry. I'm going to embrace it upside down. I was organised my craft road, and there's lots of things I can't. Do you know something? That's the only thing when you rearrange, because you know where everything is when it's a mess. And then when you rearrange it, you can't find it, and you think, where have I put it? Because you knew where it was when it was a mess. Honestly, it's shocking, isn't it? Absolutely shocking. So we've got that coming down that way. Now, I'm going to take it up this way. Well, why not? Why not? Now, there you go. Like it. Let me just get that off, because we have got a card around, and you know I'm going to do it. You just know it. I'm going to put some more purple on. Why not? Anyway, has everybody had a good day today? Weather's been quite nice. Nothing too major, I'm hoping. There we go. I'm thinking that's me too. Can't find it. Honestly, we're all the same. Isn't it weird how all of us are literally all the same? We'll put things down, we hide them, we move them, we tidy up, and then we can't find anything. Now look at that. How beautiful is that? Yeah. And then you've just got that little bit of detail on the back of the envelope. Now you can go and get all them nice fancy bits, and you can get a little bit of an infill and do it in and really do it fancy if you really want to get to town. Yeah. You know, there's some nice paper. I am going to start using some Stamperia papers very soon as well, to show you what you can do with different things. So I'm just getting you ready. I'm preparing you. Things are coming. So let me just get a bit of purple ink. Now I am going to be using, oh, let's have a look at this. Oh, that's it. Why not? Seedless Preserve. Let me get a little, let me get a brush. Oh, we'll have one of them. Why not? Well, that's a bit of purple on there. That'll do, isn't it? So let's just get this. Oh, look, I've got stuff everywhere. Honestly, I can't believe how messy I get when I'm crafting. Let me get a piece of paper. Let me try and get that one. That one looks unused. That'll do. Okay. Recognise my kit. I should have tied. Oh, crumbs. Tidy. That's a swear word, isn't it? Wow. Goodness me. See, my other half, he pops in and pops out, and that's it. Oh, hello, real sign. That's it, gone. He knows. He knows to retreat. Bless his cottons. Love him to bits, but yeah, he knows to retreat. A bit like Mum, really. Mum will come in and go, oh, I'm just looking for this. I've never known a woman come upstairs so much for Brads today. And I blame Amanda Branston totally for it. That's all I'm going to say. She has become a Brad thief, but you know, honestly. So there's your envelope. How pretty is that? Very, very minimal. That will go lovely with the card. It'll go lovely with, in fact, actually, I just need a little. Let me just bring, because I want to sort of keep things together. Let me just add a bit of this purple. I'm not messy. Oh, good Lord. I'm not messy either. Crikey. Oh, dear me. I wish. Okay, let's just pop a little. Oh, that's gonna not like that. Let me just do that. There, that's better. That'll do. There you go. Okay. We all say we're not messy, but we are in some ways. Trust me. Okay. Now I've added that colour into it, things are going to start to bring things together. Yeah. So I'm going to keep this over here because I know for a fact I'm going to be using it again. Let me move that out of the way. Me and this purple Monarch, yeah, we're going to get on really well today. And we got that there. So we got two there. Might have to bring a bit of yellow into this yet. But let me just take a breath. Let me stand back, reflect. Where are we? Let's get a card. Okay. So let me just make sure that it fits in the envelope. Don't post this envelope on a road. Yes, I know. I know. Don't worry. It's just for the purposes of the demo. But can you just imagine though if you actually had that and it was all merged and mushed, and oh, it would be blush. Oh, love it. Yeah, so my card fits. Thank goodness. I didn't try it before we started. Okay, so let's incorporate now onto the cards. So as I said, I've got some watercolour cards. So this is 300 GSM Pink Frog. And we're just sticking with the one stamp. So anything on here I'm going to be using. So I am, first of all, I'm going to play around with that blob of ink that we've got there, because I know it's going to end up having a bit of a moment with me. I just know it. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to wet the card. Now, you know me and water, there's going to be a lot of it. Okay, so still looks like a bluey, more of a bluey. Right, okay, like that. Let me just I need to get rid of that. There we go. Okay, sorted. Right, okay. Very nice. Now, let me bring in this beautiful, okay, oh, raspberry ripple. Crumbs. Plum pie. There we go. Plum pie. I must admit I do like that colour. Do like it very much. I might have to put this colour onto the envelope. Definitely. Right then, okay, let me, oh wow, see now I'm just gonna play around a second. Let me just get a brush. Oh, wrong piece of paper. Right, let me just play here a minute, because sometimes when you do your smooshing, obviously you've got a little bit more control when you sort of bring in water and a brush and you want to move it around maybe, and you want to put it in different areas. However, if you put on ink, I don't know, say just like randomly like this, and you think, God, that's just quite too heavy and I don't like it, just spray it with a bit of water. Yeah, and that will blend lovely. Now we're using watercolour card, so guess what, it likes water. Hi Annette, hope you're well, my sweetie. Can't wait. So I will be down at Annette's Crafty Corner. Unfortunately it's sold out, so apologies, you'll have to bounce onto the next one. That's just the way it is. But I'm there on, oh crumbs, I forgot the date now. Oh, it's not this Saturday coming, it's the Saturday after. I think it's about the 12th or something. I don't know, I think it is something like that anyway. But yeah, it is sold out. However, I'm there. You can always come and say hello. Hello Sylv, how are you, my sweetie? Hope you're well. Oh, and I might as well mention, while I'm thinking about it, obviously you got the grand opening of the Extravaganza's Dream Auditorium. I can't say it. Yeah, so you've got all that. There's a lot going on. It's a very busy month. But yeah, plenty to do. Right, so I quite like that now. So we've got that bit of movement of colour. I've got a bit of movement down here. I'm going to put a bit more of a splat. Why not? There you go. Let's move that around. Look at that. Just please don't be shy to use a bit of water on a card, especially watercolour card, hence the name, watercolour card. So these really are quite quick makes, if I'm honest with you. I'm just talking, so it's taking me even longer, because if I wasn't talking, the card's done, the envelope would be done, and I'd be making that lovely little box now, you know. Looks like a flower. Yes, you can see. I can see a butterfly. What else can anybody see? Are you looking in the designs? Can you see anything? I can see a butterfly. Anybody else see anything weird and wonderful? Now the card is curling a bit because I've not placed it down and let it settle. But the best thing about this stuff is, even if it curls, it will go back. Now, how am I going to do this? Let's have a think. Because I've got plenty of cutty out bits. So let me see. So I quite like the fact of that. You see a butterfly, fabulous. You see what I see. I'm watching you. Let's have a look what I've got here. So I've got the one with, that. Now that's quite a nice array. I like the way it comes over. And then I've got to think about, will it fit in my card? Have I given myself leeway for something like this? I think I might have done, you know. Oh, okay. That might be what we're looking at. I quite like that. And then let's have a look. If that means then I've got spare cutty outy bits. Love it. Hello, Sylv. I thought you must have been on Facebook. Bless her. She's here and there and everywhere is our Sylv. That also looks quite nice. I am liking that though. And then I think a little bit of a splat, and then maybe a nice sentiment there. Yes. See how we've got a theme going on with these cards. Whatever you make, you've got to sort of play along with that theme. Let me get a few sticky things. The foam pad. I am no good at calling these names what they're supposed to be, and I'm really sorry if that annoys you, but I'm just being me. Okay, it's some sticky things. Foam pads, there you go. I'll have you all shouting abuse at me. It's like, no, Lisa, it's one of them. But hey, I like to be different, you know. So I mean, I can't spell very well. And I'm quite proud to tell you that as well. It's not like, you know, I can't spell very well. For the job I do, I fit in quite well with people. That's all I'll say. Oh, dear me. Right then, let's have a look. So if this does, for the purpose of the of this demo, we might find that it doesn't sort of, but hey ho, we'll play the game. Oh, I tell you what, that looks quite nice as well. Oh, I think that might have to go there. Okay, we're going to stick that there. Let me get the glue. Where's my glue? Here it is. So I like the fact with this precision stuff, I've found I'm absolutely not using as much glue as what I normally would. And that's a bonus because glue's a cost. Now, there might be a cost to you buying such a large glue. However, if you have one of these fancy little bottles as well, you know, with these precise little tips on, they're brilliant. Dibs, bless you. Hi, Sylvie. I have missed you. So, we've stuck that one down flat. This one's on a foam pad. As you can see, it's raised, yeah? I just want a nice sentiment there. Let's see what we got. What have we got? Happy. Well, we haven't got to have anything else, have we? Why not happy? I haven't got to do happy birthday, have I? I haven't got to put a whole sentiment. Who says I've got to put a whole sentiment on there? Nobody. So, I'll tell you what, I'm going to put happy on. Just little old happy, because I'm happy today. Now oh dear me. I love it when people post, but don't retract it so quickly so I can't read it. Oh dear me. So, yeah, I'm going to put happy there. Right, let me just get a bit of offcut. I'm going now. Hold on. I'll be back. Whoop. Touch my toes, bend my knee, do the okey cokey. There we go. Right, found it bit. So this is an offcut. As you can tell, I've had an absolute drama of a day in regard. Is that going to fit? You've lost the button. Oh, gotcha. Yes, I know, but we might have another one here. You see, look, a wing, maybe. Yeah. But then we're going to lose it anyway because I'm going to whack happy there. So, but it's okay. Let me put that there. Now, I am going to do this in black ink to complement what I've already put down. Because when I've done my fussy cutting, bless it, I didn't think of, like, the actual card and what I was doing. I just thought, oh, let's just go and whack a load of cut out, what are that? Chrysanthemums. There you go. I forgot what flower I was doing then. It's all right. I'll hurt you. It's been one of them days. Okay, let me just whack happy there. So, like I say, it's a sentiment, happy birthday, whatever, but you haven't got to put it with anything else, you know. Why not? Nobody says I've got to have a happy birthday or a happy anniversary. I mean, if it is for that sort of occasion, by all means, whack it on there. But I'm just doing a happy card because I'm happy today. And it's April Fool's as well, and nobody got me. I thought I was having a conversation earlier with somebody and I thought they got me on an April Fool, but it wasn't. I can tell you. I thought they had, but no, it was a genuine conversation. Right, I'm just going to, see, look at this. I'm just being disastrous. I'm just going to quickly chop this off, as you do. And I want to keep the little taily bit. So I'm even being precise with this now. Look at that. Whoa, oh, did it go through? Did I do that then? Oh, dear me, honestly. Oh, goodness me. You know, and I just went it through a bit quick. I think I need a new cutter. What cutters would you recommend, people? There's one for you. So if I wanted to replace my Stampin' Up, this is an old Stampin' Up cutter that I've got with I've got the cutter and the the what's it with it? I forgot what that's called and all. Well, hurt you. Scorer, that was it. And then I got my flappy bit down, you know, the flappy bit comes down. Bit like the cord. Yeah, one of them. So, what we thinking? What would you recommend? What would you say is half decent? Now, I've got a manky bit. I don't do manky bits on card. I always have a bit of sandpaper. Just get new blades. Well, I've tried to locate new blades today, and I got some off Amazon, and they sent me something totally different. Just replace the cutter and the blade. Yes, I know. I thought that, but can you find Stampin' Up blade cutters? Because the ones I've been sent are nothing like the ones that are in there. So, you know, I've got them in the drawer of doom. They're never to be seen again. They only come today as well. Shocking, isn't it? Okay, happy. I'm going that there because I'm happy. I'll get you some. Cool. You make me laugh. Try to eat. I'm going to put some of the Oogie Boogies foam things. That's it, yeah. Oh, I got my roll here. Look, it must have known I wanted it. See? Dear. I have a hunky-dory cutter. Oh, okay. Any good? I know a lot of people do Sissick stuff. A lot of people do all sorts of different things. That's why I'm asking. Because I'm quite sure that some of you have either done demonstrating for Stampin' Up or been a demonstrator. So you know the product I've got. And it's a good product at the end of the day. But sometimes you have to move on, move with the time. So I'm asking you, what would you recommend? Also, caterpillar. A caterpillar. Is it like a caterpillar? I have the crafts too. Ask Pip on card making how she deals with Stampin' Up. Oh, listen, I'm no longer, that was many years ago. You ain't got to tell me that one, trust me. Anyway, we digress. Let me get to my card. Where is my card? Here it is. Right then, so card. Right, now, are you Stampin' Up over Lady Hood? Oh, okay, fabulous. So that's going to go on there. Look at that, pretty. We got the envelope, pretty. We got matching tag. Well, we'll have that one because it matches. I just like the caterpillars. The Friscar's always good. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I'm with you, Sarah. I'm with you. Yeah, okay. So far we're doing all right. Let's get this sorted, though. I have a caterpillar. Oh, have you got a caterpillar, though? Anyway, sorry. Dear me. Gosh. I'm going to get this thing out because it's like, you know. Now, this isn't Naughty Lisa. This isn't, obviously, Pink Frog. So, apologies now. I did say I wasn't going to. But I will. I just need to put this on a minute. Let me just. I've missed it. I just need to know it still works. Let me get some. Let me get some tape. Oh, I've just got thrown off by somebody in caterpillars. Right. Anyway. Let me get this stuff out. Now, this is. I like this, by the way. I fancy one of them, Elaine. Are they worth the money? Ex-Guillotine. Oh, okay. This is really good. Now, I am going to put this down on top of... No, there was no reason I realistically should have done that. But I'm going to put it down the middle. Because I just want to show you how good this stuff is. Just for the sake of it. Let me just get that bit of scissors. Let me just... Sorry, I've got my scissors there. I do apologise. There we go. Right, okay. Now, what I like about this, not much of a space saver. Well, on my guillotine, I've got a really heavy-duty one that can go through like 500-600 sheets of paper. Oh, no, it's more than that, to be fair. It's like forever. Oh, God, what am I doing? Oh, I'm sticking. So, the thing I like about this Pink Frog stuff, and I'll just... Now, I had my other one just for the convenience, yeah? But this here, it's fabulous because all you do is you just do the sides off. Now, look at that. Martha Stewart. Oh no, I've got loads of Martha Stewart stuff. Wow. But yeah, we digress. I've got loads of Martha Stewart stuff. But that tape, I've never had tape so easy as that. It's absolutely fabulous. Now this is where if you think to yourself, I'm going to drop a doodah now. Woo, no, I've done it. God, look at that from Matt and Layering. Woo! I'm even proud of that myself, if I'm honest. How pretty is that? Okay, I need to put some of this purple onto this, if I'm honest with you. Let me just wet the brush a minute. Let's just bring it back to life a sec. Let me just need to bring it in. There we go. I need some more of this purple. Let me get this. I've got small and large guillotines. They're useful for so many things, though, to be fair. Absolutely. Right. So my upside down card, bless it. I didn't realise at the time, but you know, even I end up having mistakes, you know. But it's okay. I'll live another day. We're only human, as the saying goes, yeah. Only human. Right. Oh, I quite like that now. Let me just... Now, bear in mind, I am using Pink Frog card, so I can do this. You know me and water baby that I am. Let me just move that around. And I love... I got my manager rifle full this morning. Oh, fabulous. I love it when people, you know, have the jokes at work and it's a good laugh and you have a good crack of people. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Right, so let's just move that around. Let me tidy up my mess. Look at this. We're doing well tonight, people. Loving it. Okay, so we have... I'm back, gorgeous. Oh, here she is. Here she is. Here we go, gorgeous. I've done a bit of fussy cutting. Well, obviously I've pre-done, as you do. But yeah, I forgot what I blamed you for, but you've been blamed for loads of things. Yeah, I'm going to be honest with you. Before anybody messages you to say, how's Maggie Poos anyway? She had my big huggy lovey and my biggie munchy munchy. Bless her. Are you back at work, Sylv? Oh yeah, how are we do? Oh right, okay. Let me just let me get this in now. So I want to put that in there. Right, I want to stamp this. So this is. It's very much like, I would say it's very much like Lochta paper, thereabouts ish. This is rice paper. It's quite heavy duty really, but I'm going to stamp it because I can, and I like it. And I'm going to stick with this. I'm running this theme through, I think. I'll tell you what, let me just take that one off. I'm going to change this to the other chrysanthemum now. Oh, she hasn't got to thank me for cuddles. Oh, I'll have to give her some more cuddles very soon. Okay, let's put my crumbs. What's happening there? There we go. So I'm going to use this lighter image now on the rice paper. So let's get this one, I think. Yep, that'll do. Okay, I have one from... Right, so what I was saying then, sis, was best cutter. Because I've got a Stampin' Up, what's it, and thingy-majiggy and doodle. Oh, Brad's, that's right, yeah, I'll go on to Brad's in a minute with her. I was saying, what do you recommend for a paper cutter, man? But yeah, I've got a guillotine, but it's heavy duty, so it's not good for like 1 or 2 pieces of paper. So what do you recommend, my sweet sister? Right, let me get some ink on this. I'm using Monarch again, so I'm sticking to that theme throughout. Right then. Now, I'm not sure how this is going to go on. Let's have a look. It folds nicely. So, I am going to put it down onto another block, just as that under, okay? And then, you like your Tim Holtz. I thought yours was Tim Holtz, but I wasn't sure. There we go then. So, Tim Holtz, I'll have to have a look at that. Thank you. If you've got a link, send it me or PM it me or something or another yeah, as you do. So Amanda, yeah, so I've got these lovely little Brads from the workshop, yeah. Remember that workshop we done? My mum has become obsessed by robbing all my Brads. I'm going to just tell you now. She is obsessed with making that little journal. So Amanda kindly gave Mum a lovely journal that she'd made. And that's it. It's like, oh, the second coming, basically. With the guillotine, you can't go wrong. Do Tonic make Tim Holtz cutters? Oh, I don't know. You like Tim? Oh, see, I do love Tim Holtz, if I'm honest. I just love him full stop, you know. But again, we'll digress, you know. Right, so we've got that on there. That's lovely. I'm not going to put one at the top. I'm going to leave that at the bottom. And maybe I'm just going to pop a little bit of ink on. Now, rice paper will take the ink. Yep, I would. Yes. I would too, Kim. Yes. I'll just, Tim Holtz. Oh, hello. 12.5 inch. Oh, look at that. Can somebody PM me that, please? Because I will forget and I won't be able to find it. Yes, Kim, we're on the same wavelength. Naughty girl. Anyway. I am going to slightly wet the rice paper because I can. Why not? It's rice paper. It's allowed. And then I'm going to put some of this beautiful colour on. Yes, one of them, isn't it? I don't care. It's part of human nature. Love you, thank you, sis. Okay, so now I am just popping some ink on, playing around with it, and I will dry this off in a minute. I'm just going to add a little bit. Oh, thank you. You're a darling. Love you lots and all the rest of it, as you do. Now, look at that. Beautiful. Now, I am actually just going to let this ink run through different places. There we go. Now, don't be shy. What's the worst that can happen? oh dear me, it falls apart. It might actually add to such a nice effect if it fell apart. You know, these are the things. Let's give it a splatter. It's only rice paper. Don't worry, it doesn't self-destruct. Well, I suppose if I put it in water for too long, it might. But let's dry it off anyway, because I want to actually put it in my card. So yes, we can play around with rice paper. We can wet it, we can stamp it, we can paint it. You can do all sorts with a bit of rice paper, you know. It will be on the website very, very soon. It will be in packs, and we'll do this together. Want to be together. Terrible entire. I'm sorry. I'm in one of them playful moods today. Sunshine's been out. It does all sorts of daft things to you, but sunshine does. Now I like the way that this purple's gone into a bluish colour as well. And then we've got that delicateness of the actual rice paper. Now what I do want to do, I think, I don't know, do I, don't I? I might actually want to put a little bit of paper in there as well. So the knocker, yes, the knocker brads, yes, I did get them from Amazon as well. However, my mother has literally knockered them all and used them all. She's gone on a mad fetish, that's all I'm going to say. Now I quite like that, to be fair. Do I like it that much? I'm going to leave it like that and maybe put a card in. Do you know so much, shall I, shan't I? Why not? That's a totally different look to a card, isn't it? Okay, let's whack a bit of glue down there. I'll keep faffing. Let's just do it. You see, if he's going to sit there and go, oh, diddly-doo-dah, you know, before you know it, we've lost half an hour. So let's just stick it in and just, if not, we can change it. Are you? Lisa, you are the best tonic. Oh, dear me. Can we have gin with that? Okay, let's put this on here. Let's try and make it as level looking as possible. That'll do. We'll do it by eye. I do wear glasses and varifocal, so I am blind as a bat. So if it's wonky, I don't care. It might actually be straight to me. That's all I'll say. Just before anybody says, Lisa, that's just not straight. It's okay. Easy to write on paper. Yes, I know, but I'm going to put a bit of paper there. And plus, I like the fact it's like fancy looking. And it looks like it's been from Marks and Spencer's now. Yeah. And it's like high-end, like, it's just different. Leave me alone. Yeah. No, I quite like that. So, let's pop a little piece of paper in there now. Let's do a little sheet or something. Now, did I have a piece of paper ready? Because I bet I didn't, because I wasn't expecting to put that in there. Ah, dear me. See, if I had a brain cell, I would definitely be dangerous. How's everybody on the Book of Faces? Patricia, Vanessa, Eileen, hi. Missy, hello. Who else have we got? Game over. Yes, game over totally. Trust me. I've been ransacked, hijacked, and everything else. Oh, I've got paper. Right. Pink Frog paper. Now this is, I think this is 120 gram GSM paper. Absolutely fabulous stuff. So let me have a look. I want it to about there. Now this is me doing my fantastic, we'll have it to about there. I'm going to cut that bit there, about there, literally. I'm going to wreck the place. I don't care. Let me put my purple over there, because that's just amazing. Right, where did I put a mark? There we go. Right, oh, crumbs. You see, my thing keeps dropping out now. That's when you know it's time for a new one. Oh, I nearly chopped my finger off then. Flipping heck. We nearly had a spot of red on the paper then. And it wouldn't be from the... it wouldn't be from the contents of any paint pot. It would have been from me. Okay, so that'll fit in. Oh, yeah, it will. Let me have a look. Should we do a rough one? Should we do about there? Yeah, we'll have about there, yeah. That will have about there. There you go. I love more measuring. Don't even ask for inches or centimetres, because it's a guesstimate. Okay? So this is what I love at the minute. This craft is like totally turning into something. Oh, that's not good. Oh, that might be the one I need. Let's have a look. Is that the one I want? Honey. Right, when I cut paper on this cutter, it's terrible. So the edges are a right mess. So I always have my sandpaper, and I just run down. I don't want to cause too much damage to paper. Now, this is my cutter. This is not the paper. So it is totally my cutter. And it's not down. You measure my... Yeah, honestly, it's the best measuring guide ever. That, like, fingernail dent. Perfect. I get it right every time. You watch how this fits in here now. Honestly, look at that. Absolutely perfect. Let's put a bit of blob of glue on. Oh dear me. All us crafters, I tell you, multi-talented in like thumb and pinch movements, gluing, eyesight when you're blind. Bring it on. I mean, you know, so much. And I hate to say this, and I'm sorry if I offend anybody, but can a man multitask like us? Can they, heck? Sent you a link. Oh, look at that. Thank you very much, Kim. Love you forever. Love it. We're on the ball. Crumbs are mighty. I'm going to have like the doorman knocking my door down. I'm going to be posty stalking again. There we go. Thank you very much, Kim. Appreciate that. So we've got, look at that now, woohoo. And I've got a piece of paper. And yes, look at this. Look at that. Proper iron now. This is something you'd see in the fancy shop. Never mind Marks and Spencer's. Anyway, I've made my own envelope. Let's see if it fits in with the overhang. If not, I've got a pair of scissors. All right. So let's see. Let's see if I've cuckolded up. Have I dropped a doodah? Let's have a look. Oh, let's have a look. Is it going to go in? Bum, bum. It's like one of them. Oh, good God, it fits. Go on. We had an overhang as well. Love it. So you can put a little... See, I can if I wanted to. Hold on. I'm just going down into the abyss again. Here we go. Look at that. I can stick that on there if you wanted to have some sort of paper. Yeah. I tell you what, let's be proper... You know, let's get in there, honestly. Has anybody got a foot? And I'll just wedge it in. Let me get my rubbish cutter. Hold on. It's good job I've got sandpaper. Let me get my measuring tool again. Hold on. Here we go. About there then, yeah. You can wet the... Yes, I know. But I think I'll put enough water on it tonight. It'll just disintegrate soon. So, you know, I'm being mindful now. Right then, okay, so that's the only thing I haven't used which isn't Pink Frog is the rice paper. And I know I said everything was going to be. As you can see, I don't know, oh yes, you can see here. See how naff that edging is, people? Yeah, oh look at that, you can see that there. So, bit of sandpaper. Just, I always have a little block, and it's only like just a block of wood, and I've just wrapped some sandpaper, glued it, and you know something, if ever you have a bad edge, or you just need to like, you know, your decoupaging or some rice paper, and you want to just buff the edge off, easiest thing ever. You know, never leave home without one. That's all I'll say. Okay, let's turn this round the right way. Let's get a bit of glue. Perfect. I know. Thank you, sis. You taught me so well. Taught me so well. And that's what I love about crafting, the fact that people share ideas, support, products, the whole shebang. You're absolutely amazing. Now, look at that. Super smooth on the top. Perfect for writing, if you can write. If you can't, you can then type it out, print it out and stick it on a label. But I'm just for the purposes of me showing you, I think that's mighty fine myself, you know. That is, I thought I'd ripped it then, it isn't, it's a splash of ink. But yeah, look at that, pretty. We've got a nice card in there. Let me take the card out, look at that, didn't damage it. We've got that lovely bit of overhang to there. Right, so, there we go. We've got an envelope, we've got a tag. Okay, we're ready, we've got a spare, we've got a lady, but we'll deal with that later. We've got a tag, we've got a card. I know, I feel like I've achieved something there, and I haven't damaged anything either. Go me. Right, let's do a booklet. Right, are you ready? Good God, let me move this out the way. Okay, here we go. A card, belly bands, pieces of everything. Right, and I know I haven't given you any measurements, and I'm really sorry. You can tell me off later. Honestly, it's a lot of it's guesstimate anyway, you know, and I'm terrible at that. So let me actually. So the envelope was 8 1/4 by 8 1/4. Cut, and I put it on that envelope thing to make that, yeah. The tag was just one that I'd run through the Tim Holtz Sizzix collection through the Big Shot, right? And then this thing I'm making now, this contraption. Let me get me where's the one I made earlier? Nonsense. Let's have a look. Let me investigate. Can I find it? Can I? You never can when you want it. You know, when I don't want it, I'm going to find it. Okay, so I have got. Let me show you what I used. That would probably be the easier bit. So I used Pink Frog 15 by 42 centimetres. Now, did I use that one or did I use the little one? I used this one. I tell a lie. I tell a lie. I use this one. The 12 by 36 sheets, 300 super smooth card. That's the one I used, okay? Just so you guys can see. There you go. So that card there is 36. We only need 32, and I'm going to show you for why. So you do this all in one go. You got your. Let me put that over there. You do use your offcuts as well. I'm really good at this. So you got your card, and you do 10 centimeters. Score it. 11 centimeters. Score it. Then you add 10 centimeters. So you do 21, 22, and then 32 you cut. And that is what you end up, obviously, with a square there. Now, I've then just put that on an angle and cut it. So I'll go over that again. You've got 10 centimeters score, 11 centimeters score, 21 centimeters score, 22 centimeters score, 32 centimeters cut, and you've got an off cut. Okay? Don't let me tell you again. All right, so then obviously you get your bone fold when you burnish the edges all nicey, and you end up with something like that. Yeah. Now just look at the state of that edge. Let me get my sandpaper. Now the best thing I like with this is when obviously my cutter is horrendous, and it does give the most nastiest of edges on the card. And like I say, it's not the card, it is my cutter. But look at that, how smooth is that? And you know, it's blissful, beautiful. So what we're going to do, I'm going to cover it first. So I'm going to make a mess, and I'm going to put some ink and some nonsense on. Now what I have done, just so you're aware, is of the guide of thumb, I've just gone, oh, that looks about right, and pulled that off, right? So I've got some pad to put in my little thing that I'm going to put in here. Yeah, my little pouch. Yeah, pocket, whatever you want to call it. I ain't technical, I don't care. My belly band, I'm going to do a little bit different this time. So my belly band doesn't close all the way because it's an offcut. So I'm actually using some offcuts that I've got, and then I've stamped out or cut out this oval shape thing. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to run round with some of this coloured in the purple, and then I'm going to put that as sort of like a ribbon-esque sort of look. Yeah, do you get, well, you get what I mean? Yeah, you know what I mean. That's all right. I'm glad you do. And then this little thing here, now if I remember correctly, this is 14 centimetres by 7 centimetres. Now I haven't got anything in front of me, it's just I've done that many today to practice. And then what I've done is I've gone 1 centimetre, 2 centimetres, and I've done that around. So I've done it down, turned it, 1 centimetre, 2 centimetre, turned it, 1 centimetre, 2 centimetre. And then I have then cut in, and I've left myself a tab, okay? Because we'll do this together. I will fold it, burnish it, stick it together and all that nonsense, all right? So let's start with this before I put my little pocket in. I might actually put another little pocket in there. Let me just see if I've got some spare card. Hold on. Let me go into the ethos. Let me find something. Let's have a look. That looks like something. Yeah, 10. I'll tell you what, we'll do that. Let me just cut that to 10 centimetres. I may as well make it some show pack sort of something or another. Right, 10 centimetres on my cutting board. There you go, 10. I'm going to go just under by a millimetre. Bye, man. Love ya. See you later, sis. Mwah. Big hugs and kisses. Let me just do that. And don't forget, if you want to see Man, she's at the grand opening of the Dreamtorium. She will see you there. Yes, bye, my darlings. Mona will also be there, and the rest of the gang. It'll be a fabulous day. So away you all go. Have a fabulous time. Right, so let me start by putting a bit of colour down. Right, so first thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to do a bit of a light backing, and I am going to use nothing too major. I'm just going to do a very light dusting of oxide. So I want it to sort of look cloudy-esque-ish. I don't know, really. I just want a bit of colour on the card, basically. Just be mindful of your burnish lines, because they will be more prominent if you rub any ink over them, unless you're happy with that design. Okay. Again, everybody's different. Different people like different effects. So I'm then going to turn it over. So I'm doing front and back. Let me move a bit of carnage out of the way. Let me try and be sensible here. So the only thing is, you know, when you've got bad eyes, let me just let me get the end off. Putting this little pokey thing in there to make sure it doesn't oh crumbs, let me just, oh, sorry, I've just bashed the thing on there, as you do. You don't let your glue dry, because then it won't go into the whole thing. And it's like, oh, there you go, look at that, thank God for that. It doesn't clog, but you know, to get the little bit in there, there you go, people. It is a bit of a nightmare. But apart from that, it's amazing. So I'm just going to do this as well. So while we're doing sort of backing, we'll do it all together, so everything will sort of fit, be the same. Yeah. So again, it doesn't matter how much you put on, where you put it, it's backing. You can lose this by sticking on lots of pretties. We can mount it up pretty. We can do all sorts. I've just dropped something. What if I dropped the belly band? Just remind me I've dropped it, just in case I think I've lost it. I've just dropped it on the floor. Ah, dear mate. So, there you go. Yeah, I quite like that. Going to say goodnight. Susan, no problem at all. It's been lovely joining me. Have a fabulous evening, my darling. Love you lot. See you soon. Have fun. So, I'm also going to just put a little bit on. Let's do it around that way. On this belly band bit. So, I'm going to do my little edgy bits. There we are. Let's put that on there. And again, this is all done with Pink Frog Super Smooth. And I'm also going to do this. Now, all you've got to remember with this is there's going to be a front and a back. And I'm making sure I've turned it around so I'm doing it properly. So, and you will see some of the sides on this. So don't think, oh, you've only got to do one bit. If you're unsure, do the whole lot, okay? So I think that's about right. So we've done front, back, we've done the innie bit, we've done that bit. So all of this needs to have some sort of, I might leave that, yes, as a white to contrast. Oh, maybe not. We'll see. I don't know yet. I'm having a moment. Let me think about it. Okay, so we now need some stamps. So let's see what we're doing. I have got this lovely one still, and I think I'm going to use that one just to play around, just to give you some sort of ideas. Yeah, now this isn't how you've got to do it. You're your own creative self, so I want you to be able to think, oh, I can create that, I can do that. Yeah, of course you can. If I can do it, anybody can do it. Yeah. And oh, I might make it look so easy, and it's a bit of this and it's a bit of that. Yeah, but if you don't play and have a go, how on earth are you going to know if you can't do something? Yeah. So I'm going to put these on, but I'm also mindful that I've got some that are fussy cut out. Now, them took me hours, so I'm going to blinking use them. That's all I'm going to say. Because, you know, when something takes you hours to do, you want to show that you can do it, yeah? Oh, I don't know. Me and fussy cutting, honestly. I'm going to put that on the edge, look. No, you have a good one, Terry. Thank you for popping on, sweetheart. Love you lots, and I'm glad that everything's going well for you at home as well. So, big hugs, my sweet. There you go. Bam. Okay, so we've done a couple of side images. We've done it on here and we've done that. So we've got a little bit of a sort of a theme going on now, yeah? So let's have a look. I want this to be random now. So more random means there's no block, yeah? So it means that Lisa's now going to just get really messy. Look at this. Yes, let's do it. So I'm loving the colour. It's a very strong colour, so be mindful of clothing, be mindful of where you're going for it, basically. But I just really want to just play around. Now, bear in mind, I know there's going to be something. I'm going to have a little floppy thing there. I don't know all the names, all the technical names, and do you know something? I have no intention of finding all the fancy names to some of these things. I just like being me. So let's just be a random, shall we? Now I know that here we've got another. So this is quite the opposite of the other one, where the other one was quite sort of very light, and this is quite chaotic, and I quite like the chaos on this one, if I'm honest with you. So I'm going to turn it over. Oh look what we got there. Love it. We've got a blob. How fabulous. So the blob needs to be hidden. Purple. Let's do it. Yeah, love it. So the pink and the purple, well, I say pink, it's like a raspberry. I don't even know how to explain it. It's a purpley pink, I don't know. however you lot would say. I've got to watch because I have got purple on my hands, and we're getting these lovely little bursts of colour. And guess what? Don't care. It'll add to the whole effect because I'll stick one of my amazing fussy cutty things out. Not bad for somebody that don't really pepper pink. Embrace the blob. I'm embracing it. Trust me, the blob is there. Remember he's there. Right? Just remember he's there. Okay? I've not chucked him out and I've not sacked him. He's still there with us. Okay? So, let's put that there. Let's put that over here. So what we've got now is we have got an absolute chaos of chrysanthemums. But the background is only just part of us building it all up. So let me now start to construct. Okay? Now this is where it's going to get frightening for me because, like, let me just remember. I dropped my band on the floor. See, I remembered. Now I'm going to leave that white. Actually, I'm thinking maybe let me just add a smidgen, not too much, because I think we've got quite a lot of this purple on the go. And if I don't like it, I can turn it over. However, I've got a fingerprint on. I love a bit of fingerprint. Right then, so let's think about construction wise. So first bit of construction I'm going to do is I'm going to put that there, and I'm actually going to take this down a little bit because I want it shorter. So let me get my rubbish cutter. Band on the run. Yeah, right, that's the truth, eh? Oh dear. You're not quick on the mark tonight, ain't you? Eh? Quick on the mark tonight. I love it. I love the way that you suddenly, you'll switch on with all sorts of, like, bam, excitement. You're in it, you're on it. I'm going to add some yellow to this now just to pop the edge on this particular one here. If not, I just need a bit of a darker. I'll tell you what, I'm going to go blue. I'm going to go blue. Don't talk me out of it, people. It's okay. I'm going to do it. I must admit it does. It's... and honestly, you're on the ball with that. On the ball with it. Actually, that's quite a nice calming effect. That might have to now come into the whole thing. See, look, we're on a tangent. Love it. Now look at that. Now that's totally changed the effect. Me likey. Okay, let me get my glue. Here we go. So precision tip thing. Worth every penny these are, I might add. I am saving so much glue. We've just been able... Normally I squidge it and the whole lot comes out, and then before you know it, I've lost like half a tube. But that, you use what you use and that's it. Absolutely brilliant. So let me just pop that on there. Oh, look at that shaky hand. Go on, go me. Okay, so there you go. Down, done. Ta-da! Right, now... I am now going to edge. Oh, let me get my glue off my hands. I'm now going to start burnishing. Well, I say that. I'm just going to squidge it like all you lot do. Hi, Pauline. Hi, Linda. So, the blue on the edge totally changes it. More water within. Oh, honestly. Right then. Let's do that. So, we've got that. We've got a little downy bit like that. Yeah. And I'm now going to bring that out. I'm now going to, if I can see where I've done my little, there we go. The only problem is when you do over it first, if you do it first, you don't get those lines. So when you start going over, you'll get the lines. So at least this way, you're not going to get any of your inclines on doing it as a flat. Has anyone ever called empty snail shells? No, yeah, I've done it. I've done all sorts of different things with snail shells, if I'm honest. They're fabulous things to use. Depends on what sort of thing you're doing, though. That would be the weird bit. Do we need to know? Do we have to know? Do you not want to keep that to yourself? Have you got some sort of fetish? Do you need to speak to me privately? I love it. Hi, Philippa. How are you? So I've just had 20 million quid. That was like a therapist thing moment, that was, wasn't it? Right, then I've burnished. I'm quite proud of myself then. Okay, so now... I am going to use wet glue. Now, if you want to use like a dry glue or anything like that, you can. Well, dry glue, you know, like the tape dispenser things, yeah? One of them. Let me just put a bit there. So, I am just going to bring that one round like so. So, what I'm doing now is I'm bringing my corners in. Go me. I'm sounding all technical here. I might sound like I know what I'm doing, but I really clearly don't. I'm just holding me flaps down. That sounds so wrong. Sorry. I'm holding my flaps down, girls. Hold your flaps in. Dear. You can tell it's been one of them days. My flaps just gone loose. Oh dear me. Kim, I need help. Oh gosh, it's going from bad to worse. This is right. Okay, my flaps are in. They're secure. Did you really? You don't want to know what I'm doing here. Christ almighty. I nearly wet myself. That's all I'll say. Anyway, I'm now gluing my bits. All right. Oh, flapper. Sorry, ladies. Well, you know me. I say it as it is. Crikey. It's good job I ain't on TV, and it's good job me with you lot. Christ, can you just imagine it? Can you show me some on the garden today? I've got that many in my garden. That's not flaps either. That's snails. They're fabulous little creatures. You make some brilliant things. It just depends on what you want to do. You've got to have your own creativity and think to yourself, what would you like to do with these little snails? I hope there's no snail in them. Otherwise, then you just need to ask somebody French, maybe. Right, so let me look where my edges are before I end up with some other concoction and something else happening. Okay, let's have a look. So I'm tucking my flaps in. I'm holding it down. I'm letting the glue set. Now look at this. Now I am going to put some of the glue onto this as well, as I did here. I should have done it before. No, they're empty. Thank God for that. And I know that doesn't say empty, but I know that's what you mean. Well, I hope it is anyway. Right, so I am just letting the brush do the work. And while I'm holding it down and the pressure of the brush is just getting that glue to adhere. And look at that, how quick and easy was that. Now, it's not as beautiful as this one with that nice little... However, I can sort of play around with it a little bit more if I need to, just to bring a bit more of that blue on. So, we have now got... Look at that. There you go. Tickety-boo. Now, let's just make sure, you know, my grab of a thickness of a Nat's doodah and all that. There we go. Sorted. Okay. Perfect. So now let's have a think. How are we going to play around with this? So I know here, for instance, I know this front bit here. Let me get these chrysanthemums. So we've got a bit of foliage. Oh, I just want the flowers because these flowers are gorgeous. Now I do have, this is off a different set of Pink Frog, but I do have some green. But it's not, if it was in black, it might have played the game, but unfortunately it's not. So that's what we've got. We've just put that bit of blue in. I am going to run the blue through the whole of it because I'm liking the blue. So let's have a look at how the chrysanthemums are now going to look. So if I've got it like this, I'm definitely going to have to bleach out because there's too much colour for me. So this is what I like about doing it this way, is the fact that if I think to myself, too much going on, I know I can bleach this out and I know I can play around with it a little bit more, okay? But the blue underneath it is going to change it totally. So I'm going to leave that on there, and I know, let me get this. I'm going to do the Lagoon, Mermaid Lagoon oxide, because that's what it looks like that is on there, for me anyway. My family thinks I've gone crazy. Oh, crikey. I get that all the time. I just take it as like second name sort of name calling now. Could report them, you know, to Childline the way they treat me. I am the child in the house, by the way. I could actually ring Childline. Do you know something? I might actually do that. I could report them. Yeah. I always win an argument, as you can clearly tell. I talk to myself a lot. You know, I'm not mad at all. Anyway. There we go. Look at that. So that's totally changing the look of that now as we're looking at it. Perfect. Now I do want to put that down. There we go. And I do want to add some more of this blue. And I want to add the blue there because I want to just give that break in that bit of pink. I'm going to do, that's quite a nice solid back on the back of there. We'll have a bit of there. We'll have a bit here. I can also splatter it on, which I will do, by the way. I'll make sure that's not in, but that, at the minute that's giving me a bit of rigidity. That was a big word for a night time, wasn't it? Crikey. Gosh. Could even say it was a bit of me at work then. That was like a work talk, wasn't it? Rigidity. Wow. Gosh, maybe I've had a dictionary today. I don't know. We'll see. Okay, now I'm liking the way that's looking. Yes, indeed. I need a bit of something down the binder there. So this is when you look at it and you think to yourself, what needs where, who needs where, what we're doing, what needs what. So that's quite harsh there. Yeah, so I know that that's going to have to be either we're going to have a couple of these nice, I mean, just look at that. Oh, do you know something? I don't even know whether or not we're going to, let's have a look. Oh, see, I'm liking that. Yeah, and then we can open that and then we can have something in there. Yeah. I mean, you could realistically put another little band in to put some tags in. Depends on what you're using this for, I'll probably say. I'm quite liking that though. I am actually going to stick them on there. Now, normally on the last one, I decided to put what did I decide to do? I need halfway. I'm talking to myself now. It's okay, why won't you? I do it quite often. I always win an argument, as my other half clearly knows. Right, okay. So I'm just going to hold that down. Yep, nicey. Let me just make sure there's no overhang of glue. The last thing I want to do is stick it together, which is a no-no. And decoration with a pot. Oh, that's nice. Could do. There's so many different crafts. I'd probably say, do you know, and I ain't trying to fob you off or anything like that, but Google it. Have a look what's on there. See what people are putting out there at the end of the day. Because, you know, I could say something to you and it's like, really? You know? But then again, you might like something else. I don't know. There's there. So I'm going to do around here. Yep, that looks about right. Okay, let's just do that there. I'm going to colour them with Poscas. Oh, now you might lose some of that prettiness though off with the colouring them with Poscas. So maybe have a think about that. You don't want to lose all that beautiful design. Yeah, picture frame. There you go. People are coming up with ideas. Love it. Sorry, I'm focusing on creating at the minute, but I will have a think and I can always message you, Eva, which will be really cool. I always like catching up with you. Right, okay, so I'm liking the way that that's looking. Something totally different, totally off the cuff. We do, however, need something in here in this part. Now, you'll get, honestly, yeah, there's that many different ideas that you can get lost in. It's just like, honestly, it's mind-boggling, isn't it? Mind-boggling. Do I do something there? But I do actually want to do, let me just get the belly band together, because the reason why I say that is, I just want to see, it was all stones. Yes, there's loads of different things. Loads and loads and loads and loads. Loads and loads. I want to put them on there because I want to see what I'm left with. Yeah, if you do it, if you go on Pinterest and get yourself a pin together and pin everything, all your little ideas. But if you do use anybody's idea, give them the courtesy of crediting them. That is one thing I will say. It's always best practice to credit anybody that you use their idea from. And if you don't use, you can say where you got the idea from so people can try and locate it. But there you go. We're all crafters. We're all keep an eye on my time. Oh, crikey. Oh, we're all right. We're okay. Still alive and well. I'm doing all right, actually. I thought it would be a bit more of a mad one, to be fair. I'm quite surprised in myself. Oh, look at that. Eh? Right, so I'm not thinking too badly here. So what I am going to do and what I'm thinking of is, yep, and then I can do that around the back. Yep, okay. We're all a bit mad anyway, so it's one of them, isn't it, really? Okay, so here we go. I'm going to actually put some tapey stuff on this. And for quickness, because I don't want to be faffing, I am going to use my trusty old, my arthritis gun. That's the only way I can call it, if I'm honest. So let me just... Now, you know what's going to happen now. I'm going to do this, and then I'm going to stick the blinking book to the floor. I can just see me doing it. You know I'm going to do it. You can see I'm going to do it. I can just hear you all saying, Lisa, don't do that. Lisa, you're going to stick it to the bottom. Don't do it. I know. Gosh, I can hear you too. Honestly. Right, I'm not going to put too much pressure on that, but I need enough pressure to hold the book together. There we go. Okay, so I am going to start from here, because anything that I do wrong, I can hide under that tab. And I'm just going to follow this round now, as you do. And there we go. Oh, I tell you what, this might just work, people. Now, I am just going to just go across there like that. And then I'm going to cut it here, like so. Oh, look at that. Hey, look at that. You know, that is a lot looser than my last one, which is good. And the only reason I want to do that is because I want to put that on there, and then I want to put another flower on or something. Maybe, shall I put sentiment? Happy? Shall I put happy again? Why not? Let's have a dabble. Dibbly-doo-dah. Let me get me happy out. So, oh, let me just put that there a second. Let me... Where's me flowers? Come on, flowers. Let's get with the program here. So if I put that on there, and then maybe a little bit of a happy, maybe not. No, I'm thinking happy in the middle. Yeah, okay, we sussed it. Now my middle and your middle might look totally different. That's all I'm going to say before we say anything. So purple, it's turned out quite well, better than what I thought, especially adding that bit of blue in, which is nice. So I'm going to just lift it, and then I'm just going to give it a little bit of a drop shadow. So I'm just going to pull it down slightly, and that's the second generation. So when you see, can you see it's just giving me a drop shadow? Okay. So if you do a main one, drop it, bring it down. I was there for hours, lost track of time. Oh, I always lose track of time. Trust me, I'm terrible. Absolutely. But thank you for the reminder. Honestly, you lot are on the ball for me today. I do appreciate you all. Honestly. Right, let's put that there. So for me, the belly band, you know, I think we'll just do happy. I need something to round it though. It looks a bit lost, doesn't it? Let's put a bit of colour on it. Let me move the contraptions out of the way. There we go. Right. Let me just have a let's have a play. Hold on. There we go. Yeah, why not? Let's take the leaf tips around a little bit, maybe. Yeah. Nobody knows that there's not flowers there. Nobody can tell me that I've not done it properly. Yeah, there we go. Okay. It looks different. Different's what I like. It'd be a bit boring if we were all the same and all that. Right, let's just put a bit of this blue on just to brighten the purple up. Yeah. Let's do that. I'll tell you what, let's just crack the damn thing open. Let's just really go for it. 1 minute. There we are. There we go. Let's add some water on. Let me just be a bit chaotic. Just a minute. Saving much for buying craft stuff. That is the thing. Oh, paintbrush. Thank you. There we go. I think it's quite easy to get lost in what you're doing, and you know what you're saving and all that sort of stuff. Let me just get plum. Let's get plum again. Monster mouth. Oh, hello. What's that? Monster mouth with teeth. Round if it was for kiddo. Yeah. Oh, hello. Oh, I like that. Oh, sugar. What have I done there? Crikey. You do know I'm going to want to be putting this everywhere now. Gosh, honestly, the ink is just to die for. Honestly. I don't know how he does it, but my gosh. He knows his stuff, does our Andy? Bless him. Anyway. Let's put that there. Well, Cosmic Shimmer. Okay, so. I suppose I could have embossed it and done all sorts of daftness with it, really. Oh, I tell you what, I've just had a brainwave for. Been to near the end. Let me just get my eyeshadow. Hold on. Oh, there we go. There we are. Eventually, finally, I'm at home to watch. Yay! Hi. Cosmic Shimmer, metallic gilding polish. I'll call it my eyeshadow because it reminds me so much of the 70s eyeshadows. I am just going to whop it on, as you do. No rhyme, no reason. We're just going to pop it on wherever it goes. And it will give you that beautiful, shimmery richness, nicey, diddly-doo-dah. Love it, love it, love it. So if you can, I don't know, can you see that? Yeah, I'm sure you can. Yes, you lot can over there. Perfect. So yeah, I'm just adding it on just randomly. I need to get that off my finger. Hold on, let me get a tissue. Wow. My mum would be so proud. Look at this. Gosh. Wow. I'm even proud of myself here. I'm even going to wipe my stamp while I've got that in my hand. Well, I might as well. Night, Nanny Chris. Oh, you are great. Oh, bless you. There you go, Chris. Have a good and safe and enjoy. Love the lots. Right then, so I've just done that with my hand, and I've just thought to myself, you know, on this belly band where I've put this bit of, let me take that off. And I might be tempting fate a bit here, but I'm just gonna, why not? I can't be doing just with white space and all that to doodle. So let me just put a bit of this shimmer over this. Well, be rude not to, wouldn't it? It just adds to the craziness of the whole piece, really. Okay. I always say you've got to have some sort of coordination or matching, you know, when you're putting stuff together. Yeah. So I'm hoping that sort of, oh yeah, that sort of brings, let me just get my cloth. Honestly. Now, whatever I'll say for you to do, make sure you squirt your water in here, because if not, Sylvia will know where you live. She will come knock your door and make sure you squirt your jar with water. So do not put the lid back on without giving it 2 squirts of water. Honestly, she has a homing zone on it. Do not let them dry out. She'll know where you live. I have pre-warned you. Just be warned. Okay. Right then. So let me put my band back on. Now, let's see if I've actually done this properly now. Let's see if I've got to wiggle it together. Is it going to go what? Oh, it is. It is. It is. It is. Okay, I'm happy with that. Right, so let's do that there. Let's put that there. And let's stick this on here. So that's a very in-your-face sort of band. So you could put it anywhere. You can move it up, down, but I'm just going to whack it on there. So let me just put some glue here. And I'm going to put some glue here. And I'm probably going to put a bit there, because I have no idea where it's going, so I'm just going to stick it on there. And that looks about right to me. So let me have a look now. Let me just move that down. So you've always got, when you've got your bits and bobs on there and you've got bits sticking out and moving around, just make sure everything goes where you need it to. All right. So yeah, I'm happy with that. So this is proper crazy colour. See, when I'm working on my own, I work totally different. When I'm doing a live, I'm very chaotic, as you can clearly tell. Right. So I'm happy with that. Belly band's on. And we've got a nice white contrast there. Let's finish the rest of it off now. Now I can see what I've got left. So if I wanted to tuck in some leaves in places, I can tuck some leaves in if I want. If I wanted to tuck some up there, I can do. Let me shift that out the way. That was like a bit of a wet thing on my hand. It was like having the dog there. I could put that there so it looks like I've got a cluster, which would be nice. So let me put that there. I'm going to put it where it is, because I've just, you know, when you just place it, then it's like, yes, it worked. Look at that now. Totally changed it, but that's just the layer, okay? And I really like the way that layer is. If you don't like the belly band, then we can always get some string to go with it. So we might change that belly band yet, because it was like, whoa. What on earth is all that about? So under here now, there we go. We can pop a couple under. I quite like that now. So again, let's just put a bit of glue here, a bit of glue there. So coming together. I quite like that now. I like the way that looks. I like the way that looks. I like when we open it. I mean, you could put something like that, but I don't think it needs it. So I'm going to keep that as a spare, and I'm going to put it in there. Now, let me see what we got here. We've got a couple of spare tags. Let's pop them in. Yep, so whoever you're giving this a gift to, they can make some stuff and do their own stuff there. They've got a little pad to write down some ideas. Of course they have, yeah. It's a gift, yeah. So we've got those lovely little tags in there. We've got a little bit of stuff for them to play around with. There's that bit. And then look at that. So that is an absolutely beautiful little box. I'm really liking the look of that. Let me just see whether I'm liking the look of this band or not now. Let's have a look. Let me just, well, I've got to try and put it on straight for starters. Do you know something? I think it does work. Femme d'Abidoze. Yeah, okay. So let me clear the blob of glue. Now, what you've got to remember is if you have got one of these, clear it off and then put it in the end. Yeah? brilliant, best thing ever. I've saved so much glue, so much, and I've got bits to put in my fussy cutty pot now. I've got a fussy cutty pot. With all this stuff I'm doing now, it's like, yay, go on, fussy cutty pots. I feel quite proud of that. Never had one of them before, have you? Hey, have you got one? If you have, what do you call it? Mine's called the fussy cutty pot. I daren't say that too quickly after a drink or two, I tell you. Right then, so let me tidy up a minute. Let me just see what we've got. Let's get me, oh crumbs. Let me just turn everything off, blow up. Ah, dear me. Right, let me put that over there. Oh, crumbs, here we go. That there we go. Right, okay. Let me get some clean paper. Let's investigate. Let me get the metallics. Remember what I said? Make sure you put some water on. She'll know where you live, honestly. I thought I'd got away with it, and then she stalked me. She sent me a message to say, did you squirt your pot? I thought, oh, crumbs, I didn't, you know. Do you understand? She watches very much. When you get that shimmer out, she's on you. Right then, so let's have a look what we've done then. So we've got a beautiful tag. We've got a gift. We've got a card. And we've done a little bit different. Now, it is different to the green one, but like I say, I never do things the same, yeah? Bless you, Kaz. Love you lot, sweetie. You go home and settle, sweetheart. And that's where you're right, obviously, yeah? But yeah, I mean, how pretty is that? It does all move around, and you know, if you wanted to stamp something else at the back of it, you could do, yeah? So we've got a beautiful envelope, which was made, and then we've got that lovely card. Night, Karen. Karen's been my best friend for over 50 years. Shocking. I know I don't look that old, obviously, but she has, genuinely. So that was the one we messed around with. Okay, I will finish that off. I'll pop it over here, though. However, I'll tell you what, we can actually put that. Let's put it in our little pot for whoever the gift is. Oh, look at that. Let's put you, stay. Whoever the gift is, they can actually finish that off. Let's put it at the back of there. There you go. I bet they'll like that. So they've got two plain tags, a little beautiful. There you look at that. Love it. I just love the way that comes down with the white space, and then it just gives you that lovely cluster. It might be a case of maybe just some lace or something over that, you know. But anyway, let's put that on. Well, I haven't made it for that, and it does actually go, to be fair. I mean, you could cut it and curl it sort of thing, but I think it works well for the piece as in a gift set. So we've got a little thing there with booklets and tags in. We've got a beautiful card we've made, and we've made a lovely tag. So I'm hoping, and I know it's took us, well, we're as normal, to be fair, just over an hour and a half. And I know I had things pre-cut, but I've been talking and waffling and just being a messy devil as I normally am. So I'm hoping that this has inspired you to think, do you know something? You can actually make more than one craft at a time. You can dual bits out, yeah? I'm hoping I've got other bits and pieces come for Thursday. But if not, you know, you tell me what you want me to make. You know, I'll have a go at it. Anyway, I'm not going to say I can do it very well. You love the card. Is that all you love? Well, crumbs. It's normally a wow. Eh? No wows tonight then. Oh dear me. You love the rice papers. Yes, the rice paper tip. Honestly, don't be shy to use rice paper. It's in one piece. Look, it's not. I've washed it. It's been drenched with water. Yeah. So there you go. We've had purples. Let me get the green stuff out. The green is nice. I do like the green, by the way. I love the green. So we've got the green booklet, we've got the pink booklet, we've got different style of tags. However, that suits what we've done with that. And then we had a much bigger card with the envelope. Now, I haven't used any stencils with any of this, but maybe that's something that we're looking to doing. So yeah, there we go, people. I hope you've enjoyed tonight. I've really enjoyed sharing these tips with you. I'm hoping that I'm going to see you lot now making some of these things, whether it's booklets, whether it's a card and an envelope. It's all with Pink Frog stuff. So they have got, greens are my total favourites too, but it's just something different. I'm not going to repeat the same thing, if you get what I mean, Kim. But yes, I'm with you. But Pink Frog have got a 2-for-1 going on, so that goes with your super smooth. It goes with your watercolour. It goes with the grey card. I'm going to have to use some of this grey card. I need to make some of these. Yeah, mine's. Look. Ah, we need to make journals. We need to make stuff, and that's exactly what we're going to be doing. So I'm going to say goodnight. I'm going to catch my breath. I need a cup of tea or a drink of water or something. Or maybe gin and tonic, beer. I don't know. Well, we'll see. Anyway, I'm going to take some photos, whack them out into the ethos, upload, download, do whatever's needed. Thank you so much for joining me. Please do a like, thumbs up, whether you're on YouTube or you're in the Facebook group. If you're in the Facebook group, please add your family and friends in. It's a friendly group. We have the April competition. You need to use a minimum of 3 stamps, 3 different stamps, and that means different designers. So Pink Frog, Lavinia, Sweet Poppy, Funky Fossil, Paper Artsy, Tracy Evans, Lisa Magical Maker, Crafty Individuals, Andy Skin, Creative Expression. Whatever you've got, you need to do 3 different stamps on a card and whack it in, and then it will be picked at random by the generator. And there is a bag of stamps already accumulated, and it has got an array of stuff in there. So join in, have fun, and I'm away with the fairies, as you can clearly gather. So love you all lots. I will pop the pictures on of the purples, because that's what we've done tonight. Go and look on Pink Frog, please. Get yourself over there. Get your orders in, whether it's the glue, whether it's the foam pads, whether it's the card, whether it's the stamps. I used the chrysanthemum set tonight. I'm going. My voice is going. Love you all. I'll see you later. YouTube, you're going first, so good night. I'm going to bring you down. You lot are going to see me say good night to everybody. There we go. Whoa, whoa, whoa.